Project to do. I got a project for you. Oh, oh. What's this? Let me see what this one do. Oh, green screen. No, I don't need that. Let me see. Ah. But you gotta see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna cancel it for now. Actually, I'm gonna put that on while I get my stuff ready. That's pretty cool. What's up? Good evening. Good evening. I have a task to do. Okay. I got my Dixie cups. I got my bell peppers. I got my dirt over here.
What's this? What's this?
That's my dirt.
Oh.
I wonder.
Dirt?
Mm-hmm. I didn't get a pencil, which I kind of need. So those are our 2 books I wrote.
What's this?
I'm excited. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna replant some of these bell peppers. I'm gonna take my green screen off. Okay. Don't touch it. Y'all go over there. I know I'm having fun, but this is not for y'all. That's not how you ask for nothing to drink. You always get on this camera and start acting up. These are my, I haven't used these yet, so I'm trying to see how they work. Why is it sticky on this side? These are, oh, can you change these out? Oh, I think you can write on this part. Oh, let me see. For some reason, I thought this was silver. Oh, these are made interesting. These are tags, and you can peel this part off for some reason. I guess when it's the next season and you want to use something else. Yeah, but anyway, this part comes off. And it's sticky, super sticky right there. So, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you. Whoever gave me a thumbs up, thanks. I'm gonna replant the bell peppers. I'm so excited. Look, I got so many. And it's like 2 other different type of plants, like 3 plants in here. What I did was I put everything in this tray. I put sunflower seeds in here that have since been taken out, transplanted, right? Because these babies took forever. Oh, I gotta take some. These babies took forever to sprout. They take like 14 days. So by the time the sunflowers grew, these were still dormant. So now I got a bunch of bell peppers, a couple hollyhocks, and I think I took out the sunflower seed that was in here. It was really tall, and I took that one out. Oh, maybe I can get y'all a little closer. Let me see. I don't want to have a catastrophe on my hands, but I want y'all to see what I'm doing. I tried to figure out the least messy way to do this because I wanted to do it inside, but I'm dealing with dirt and I don't have like a tablecloth to put it. Well, I probably could put a tablecloth down, but I did not get one. Let me get my daughter some juice real quick. So I'm just gonna try to be as neat as possible. Replant some. Actually, some dirt is gonna get on the table. It's gonna get messy because I have to take these seedlings out. And I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 Dixie cups here. So let's try and get 16 planted in here. All right, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is enough talking. Actually, I need to put a hole in here, and I was gonna grab a pencil for that, but I'm gonna use my good pen, and I hope it don't mess up. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah, this will be fine. I'm gonna poke a little hole right in the bottom, so that these can drain. So I'm gonna poke some holes. How y'all doing? All right, so I'm hoping that they don't get transplant shock. Transplant shock in gardening is when a plant struggles to adjust after being moved from its original soil. They could be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. When they're in transplant shock, they can stop growing. They can appear to stop growing, right? Like they'll be the same size for like a week. When you're used to seeing growth and changes, it might like just freeze up and like it seems like it's not doing nothing because it's in transplant shock. Now I'm explaining to you why that matters.
Mommy.
What, baby?
I'm thirsty.
Okay, you thirsty too? Of course he is. I'm poking the holes in the bottom. Almost done. Let me pause and get him some drink. Because plants, like people, can experience transplant shock. Yeah. Wait a minute. Where your cup? This one? Uh-huh. So they can love the idea of growth. Love the idea of growth and be asking for it. And still struggle when that change. Still struggle when that change actually happens. It's still a struggle. So when I went to the shelter, that was a big transition, aka transplant shock for me and the children and my ex-husband. It was a transplant shock for all of us. You know, we were in a new environment after being in one environment for 10 plus years. Were we actually in that? Yeah, my daughter. We moved in when she was just a couple months old, and we didn't move out of there till she was 10 years old. So we uprooted. And experienced some transplant shock. And you know, good thing when we were in the shelter there was therapy available for us. You know, unfortunately for my ex, I don't think he had no therapist on hand like I was able to have, but he adjusted. He's adjusted now. But so yeah, plants can get transplant shock too. Let me fill these up with some dirt, and people can too. So I'm gonna fill it up to about like this much. Tap it down, and I'm gonna set it to the side. That tapping it down kind of made a little mess. Okay, so it was a sudden change emotionally, you know, physically. I had to downsize all my stuff when I'm a pack rat by blood, and I had to overcome that. That's something else to talk about. But it was a change. And my daughter, she had a lot of stuff too. We had to pare down our belongings in order to go into our new place, our transition spot, the shelter. So I'm putting dirt in here. I'm getting ready to transplant the bell peppers, and I'm talking about, I hope they don't go through no transplant shock. Like, people can go through transplant shock. And it's not even just, you know, moving from your home to a shelter. You know, there's different types of shock, you know, people can go to sudden changes. Yeah. So these jalapeno peppers, well, they're not jalapeno, they're bell peppers. I'm not growing no jalapeno peppers this year. Not yet, anyway. I probably should grow some jalapeno peppers. Those should be easy. I don't think peppers need as much space as I don't think peppers need as much space. Hi guys. Thank you, Mason. Thank you. So yeah. I don't think jalapeno peppers need as much space to grow. So alright, I'm almost done filling these up with dirt. So some of the things that helped me during my transplant was journaling about it, and I already mentioned therapy helped. Affirmations helped. When I was journaling, I said affirmations. I said, I'm powerful, I can get through this, I am safe. So I'm putting this dirt in this cup, and the next thing I'm going to do after I fill these up with dirt is I'm going to tease out these bell peppers. I'm gonna tease them up out of this container. Can you see, kind of see the bell peppers a little bit? Filling up with dirt. I'm gonna put these in here. And so tree hugging. I got into tree hugging when I was in the shelter. It really brought me a lot of groundedness and stability. I suggest you try it if you need some grounding. You might want to try to hug a tree.
What are you doing?
I am planting my bell peppers. And I'm going to send a shout out to my kids just in case y'all watching. Hey, Nathan, Gabby,
Hey, Nate.
Izzy, and Zazai. Just in case y'all watching. Hey, Mama said hey, love y'all. Okay, so I'm almost done putting the dirt in this cup. Next is going to be the real fun part is pulling out the bell peppers and moving them to their new home. And I hope they don't get transplant shock. Yeah, it's a spoon in there. Okay, so I'm gonna gently, as I can, pull some of them out. Thank you, Quentin. This will be helpful. This will be helpful. Oh, I just stabbed one, but good thing I got a lot of them. Okay, I'm just gonna pull out a chunk of them. Ooh, so satisfied. Right? Look at that. Pulling out the bell peppers. Wow, this is way more than however many cups I got. 12 cups. Look how many peppers this is. This gotta be like 50 right here. I would count them all if it wouldn't take so long. Let me see. Gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna lay them down. I'm gonna lay them like this because I'm gonna need it. See? Hold on. It's the baby bell pepper. This doesn't have any true leaves yet. This one does. And I kind of want to take the biggest and strongest peppers. So I'm going to be looking for the ones that have the true leaves on them. Because those are going to most likely recover the best from this transplant shock I'm putting them through right now. It's okay, peppers. You're gonna be okay. I like smelling the dirt because you can kind of get a whiff of what the plant smells like, especially when it's like watermelon. You can really like get a sense of the plant. Okay, so I'm just teasing out the roots. Gosh, okay. Like this is really how I would do it. I would like, can you see? I'm gonna do this over this because it's more. I'll just tickle and tease the roots. I'm gonna shake them. At this point, I'm gonna shake them. At this point, I'm gonna shake them. Okay, I'm gonna shake them loose. Some of them are falling in here. Some of the peppers are falling in here. They still got the long taproot on them. Ooh, look at the roots on this one. This needs to be one I plant. Look how many roots are on here. That's a nice little plant. This will be, let me just, hold on. Let me go ahead and put this one in there right now. So I'm gonna push my finger down the center. And this dirt is not even wet, but it's really, but it's not like super dry. Okay, I'm gonna plant it deep in there. And I'm gonna cover it up halfway up the plant. Not all the way up to the neck, but I got it good in there. Look at that. Yeah. All right. Dang, that was one. Ooh, here's another good one that has the nice true leaves on it. Let me show you. Oh, look at these. All of these have true leaves, which are the what the leaves are really gonna look like after they sprout up. Yeah, I'm talking about bell peppers. Anyway, so like plants, we don't look strong at first when we're going through our transplant shock and our change. We don't look strong. And hell, we probably not strong. Truth be told, when we're going through these transitions in life, sometimes we are not okay. So a transition can be adding a new child to the house, a baby to the home. You know, that's a transition. Even blending families is a transition. You know, you get a new partner and they got kids, and now you got stepkids all of a sudden. That's a transition. And that can cause a lot of transplant shock to you and the kids, you know. Getting used to parenting styles, blah, 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 stuff like that. So, also changing jobs continue in the transplant shock. New culture, new environment, changing schools. You know, you're going to a different school all of a sudden, or you just starting university, and you got to get used to your new environment. So just like plants can go through transplant shock, people can too. When life changes and transitions, you can go through shock. And there's ways to deal with that. Things that ground you. Like gardening was a big help for me during my trauma and during my healing process. Gardening was very therapeutic for me. When things were busy and chaotic in the house with all these kids, I could go outside and garden. Now, ask me, could I get away from them when I was gardening? No. They wanted to chase me outside as well. And you know, that's fine. I get to teach them about planting, but really the time was for me. I'm gonna add a little more to this one. I wanna really my gardening time is where I get to escape. Stop, I'm busy. Put that in the trash. You don't need to come pop me with that. You're just doing so much. Anyway, let me zoom out so you can see what I got going on at the table. But yeah. So far I have 5 replanted. People can go through transplant shock, just like these plants. I hope they do well. Look at the strong roots. We also have roots. And one of the ways that we can overcome transplant shock is to get rooted, reroot ourselves. Ground ourselves, grounding practices. Tree hugging, journaling, therapy, affirmation. Good people in your life that'll ground you and remind you of who you are, remind you of your strength. Getting bad people out of your life. The ones who just stress you out and drain you. Call them suckers in the garden world. You don't need no suckers around you when you're trying to elevate and grow and get adjusted to your new surroundings. You don't need no suckers around you. You really get them on tomato plants, and you just like, when you see a sucker, it's something that's feeding off the main taproot, the main stem. You want to just get in that crack and pinch it out. Get it out of there. Get the suckers out your life. Stay sucker free. Boundaries. Do that with boundaries. You need space. Just like these plants need space to grow, we need space to grow. Here. We need space. Y'all stop running, please. Oh, y'all gonna keep running. Y'all gonna keep running. But yeah. I have about, how many bell peppers do I have replanted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have like 8 bell pepper plants replanted. And I'm picking up the strongest out of here. Look at this. I still got so many more. I mean, like, you know what? I have somebody I'm just thinking out loud. There is somebody, a friend of a friend, who used to sell plants here in Austin. He used to grow plants, start them in his house, and he sold them here in Austin. I bet I can get his information and pick his brain about where I should go to sell these, you know, to make a couple bucks. How about that? That's pretty cool. Growing some money here. Abundance. I'm abundant in bell peppers, that's for sure. If I'm not abundant in enough, I ain't abundant in nothing else. I'm abundant in beauty and bell peppers. I'm gonna claim that. But yeah, so this is pretty fun. I can't believe I almost got all the cups refilled. Look at that. I just got a few more to go, and I've been having a great time giving these bell peppers a new home. Sometimes when we're going through these transitions, and just like these bell peppers, it can feel like we're dying. It can look like we're dying. You know, people may even say, you look like shit, you look like crap. When you're going through your transition, you can definitely look like crap. And these plants may look bad, but that could be just temporary. Because looks can be deceiving. There's a lot going on under the surface when you're rerooting and transitioning. These roots are going to spread out. It may look like it's nothing happening on the surface, but these roots are going to get down and they're going to spread out and stabilize this plant. Yeah. So, I just love gardening. It's so therapeutic. Like, I'm not thinking about problems. I'm thinking about gardening. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about, you know, is this enough space for it? How is it gonna do? It's all about the plant. It's not about me. Even though I'm talking about some stuff right now, it's not about that. It's about when I'm gardening. Any other time though, it's about me and plant. But you know what? Shit do come up into your head that you gotta think about and clear out when you're gardening. You know, it kind of helps you sort out your mind. Wow, these bell peppers are looking so good. I have a grow light in here. Let me see. I have a grow light in here that I might have to put the bell peppers on over there. It's my grow light. I'm on the 3rd floor in the apartment, and I don't get no sun, no heat, except at the end of the day, I get about an hour of good hot Texas sun that hits my balcony. But you know, I need more than an hour if I'm gonna grow vegetables. And hell, even my roses suffer from not having so much direct heat, which kind of sucks. For a gardener not to have no good sun, that kind of sucks. So you see, I'm trying to make do, and I have the grow light. That's my compromise. You know, that's my way of dealing with not having a lot of sun and being someone who loves to garden. So I don't know how these are gonna adjust to this transition, you know, but I'm giving her the best chance to thrive. I'm giving them the best chance to thrive. With gentle hands, good soil, and a new space to stretch out. And I've learned to do the same with myself. Be gentle with yourself. It's hard to be gentle with yourself when you have a critic living in there, but you have to try. You have to start noticing that inner critic and shutting it down. You know, listen to it. Yeah. Look at these. How many plants is this? 10? I don't know. 1. This doesn't have any true leaves yet. It's just got these 2 tall leaves. They're trying to come up in there. That's a pretty plant. How do you choose which ones can make it and which ones don't? Isn't it hard? How do you decide? You gotta use your best judgment. You know what I mean? You just gotta hope for the best in gardening. Gardening is a true test of faith. Gardening is a true test of faith for tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Am I singing it wrong? Tomorrow. Oh, a bug? Is that a bug? No, that's not. Bugs usually a good sign, but not the aphids. Not those little white bunch of bugs. That's not good. Spider mites, terrible for your garden. But you know, maybe some juicy worms, earthworms. That's a good sign. That's a great sign that you got some good dirt. Look at these. I must have got like 30 right here that I'm not about to have nothing to do with. But maybe put them back in here. This is all from one bell pepper plant. One plant. I mean, one pepper. My garden. Like I ate the pepper, and like I saved the seeds, and then I threw all the seeds on top of this dish. And now, like 20 days later or something, this is how they're looking. I got a bunch of bell peppers. I regrew my groceries. I regrew my groceries. Well, I'm regrowing them. I don't have a whole pepper yet, but as you can see, I have a good chance of having some free bell peppers if I take care of these. If I take care of these, all these plants, you know how many bell peppers I'll have for free based off of one bell pepper? I have so many free homegrown bell peppers. I never had a homegrown bell pepper. That'd be nice to have a homegrown bell pepper. I wonder if it'll be tiny. It will be tiny if I keep it in a small container. If I keep it in a small cup, or if I don't plan on, you know, like at least a gallon or 3 gallons container, then it's gonna be too tiny. See, this is a little bit bigger than that, but it's gonna need to move out of this home into a great big old home if I want to have some nice big bell peppers. If I don't, I might have some tiny bell peppers, and I don't want that. Like, what is that? I can't feed me with no tiny bell pepper, okay? Kids don't know how to eat bell peppers. I eat them. Although they should try them. You know what I like to make? Stuffed bell peppers. I love making stuffed bell peppers. But I don't hardly make them. I don't love making them. I love eating them. I don't love making them. I cut them up for some spaghetti before I make a stuffed bell pepper. But yeah, we just got to be gentle with ourselves when we're going through changes. Just like we have to be gentle with these baby plants. You know, if we want them to keep growing. And yeah, so, I mean, I'm pretty much gonna put these back in here probably. And I can't believe I have so many bell peppers. And I don't got no bell pepper business. I should have a bell pepper shop with all these bell pepper plants. I might, you know what I mean? I'm gonna look into getting a hold of that guy that knows how to sell plants here in Austin. $1 a cup. Actually, one lady, she's a part of the neighborhood, and she has like so many plants growing in her backyard. And in the front yard, she just has beautiful garden, like poppies. It's like a country meadow in the front of her garden. And in the back, she has so much like reclaimed items, junk. But her husband collects all the junk, but he makes it look really cool. That's one of the things they do here in Austin. They like make junk or recyclable stuff looks really cool. And they put big things in their front yard, like mannequins. Do y'all have like a mannequin in their front yard? It'll be some random wheels and tires and wind chimes. It'd be a lot of stuff in the yards here in Austin. I love being nosy and looking at people's front yards because I like to see what they're growing. Because I like to grow stuff. So I like to see what they're growing and how they're doing and decorating. And I get ideas from mine. Yeah?
Mommy.
What, baby?
Tata hit me. You hit me.
Keep your hands to yourself, Quentin. Okay. So I'm putting these back in here.
Mommy.
Let's see.
Mommy, want help?
I'm putting these back here. You want to help me put these back in here, maybe?
Yes.
Maybe you can do that. But I'm trying to be careful with them. Here, you about to get a lesson. Watch out, Quentin. Hold on. I want you to fall here on my. Okay, come here. So, I'm picking them up. This is the top. This is the bottom. I'm picking up and I'm putting it back in here. So, let me see you try.
Okay.
Pick up one. Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Okay, you are being careful. Ooh, look at the root on this one. Hold it about here. Don't hold it at the top. Stop. Let it go. Hold it back here. Now, put it in there. Okay, lean it over here with the lungs. This is Sierra, and that's Quentin. They're twins. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, you two.
Hi, you too.
See, I got 3 right here.
Dad! You said you want to go first.
So I talked about how people can go through transplant shock just like plants can go through transplant shock. It may not look like nothing is going on the surface, but underneath they got a lot going on. They're getting rerooted and they're gonna spring back. People spring back, just like plants. We're resilient. Water. I'm so proud of me. I got on here and did my YouTube video. And I'm doing my gardening. Now this is the life right here. I am so proud of me. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We already repotted these bell peppers. Now this is what's left over. I must have put back about 30 plants at least. I'm gonna keep taking care of them because you never know. Hey, stop being loud like that.
What is this? What happened to my hair? What's going
So, yeah, you never know. I might decide to grow these. I might decide to move them. But I've already put all of these over here, so.
Nastia, wake up, Nastia. What's up with your
Thank you, Cece. See? Now that's a lot. I might just throw the rest away. Look at this one. That one probably can go in the trash. Or recycle. Or put them in here crooked. Let's see. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, did you pick this up to me? Oops. Okay. So I'm not gonna put the rest of the dirt in here. I'm just gonna put it in here.
Oh.
Gardening is so therapeutic. You can just really zone out. See, I kind of like zoned out on the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off because we're gonna move these over there to the grow light and just keep taking care of them.
Yeah.
You keep taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, I did.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube.